Well, good morning, folks. Papa Joe here. 4 o'clock in the dead-gum morning. I don't know why I'm up. Did some paperwork. Got that taken care of. Saturday morning, I'm up here on the yard. I should be at the house, aggravating Grandma by snoring in her ear. But I ain't. Got here pretty late last night. I ain't even dropped my trailer yet. I pulled in here and set the brakes. Did my post trip, ate my dinner, called Grandma, and I went to bed. Long drive yesterday. But while I was driving, I'd been thinking of a couple things that just kept aggravating me. It's the state of affairs where we're at right now. I kept thinking about O'Rourke and his comments about wanting to take our guns. And he knows that Texans are going to be giving up their guns. They told him so. I don't know what damn Texans he's talked to, but the ones I've talked to, they said come and take them. And it wasn't necessarily in a nice way. So I guess over there where he lives, he must have had some paid individuals that told him that nonsense. You know, he's a native-born Texan to my thinking. I ain't gonna swear to that, but I'm pretty sure he is. I'm not. I'm a transplant. I wasn't born here. Well, I'm not in Texas at the moment. But I wasn't born in Texas, but I got there as quick as I could. And I'm more Texan than that boy is. And I don't even pretend to be a native. Then we had that one supporter of, one of the Muslim girls that suggested that we eat the babies. Not only murder them at their birth date, but eat them. Really? So I took my 30-minute break a little bit late yesterday. Well, actually, it wasn't my 30-minute break. It was getting my wagon loaded yesterday afternoon. Late evening, late afternoon, early evening, whatever the hell it was. And just before they got done loading me, I had someone tag me in a video while sending it to me in Messenger. And I watched it. There was a store clerk, I think it was a Dollar General, maybe it was Family Dollar, but I think it was a Dollar General, one of them general stores. The clerk shot a robber. witnesses said, and I imagine they got video because it came from the cops. Witnesses said that this criminal came in pointing a gun at the employees and customers, demanding money. One of the employees shot his ass, killed him. Okay. Wrong line of work. They're interviewing a brother and sister to this dead criminal. Turns out he is the second of 10 siblings that have died like that, evidently. And the siblings are upset. One's a male, one's a female. They're not no kids. You know, they're past their teens, they're up in their 20s. One looks like he might be in his 30s. He didn't have a whole lot to say other than, I can't believe my brother's gone. Legitimate response. But the girl, the younger of the two, she was mad. She was mad because that employee had a gun. What gives him the right to take a gun to work to shoot people? Now, she allowed what her brother did was wrong, but he shouldn't have took a gun to work. He should have just gave her brother the money and called the police. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to fight back. Literally, that was her words. Not the fight back part. I ad-libbed that part. That's the state of affairs that we're in, folks. It is now wrong to defend yourself. It is now right to be a criminal and to rob people. But you're not supposed to defend yourself against these criminals. You're supposed to go home, give up your guns, and eat your babies. And then people wonder, why in the world we elected President Trump? I can tell you why. Because there's some of us that don't want to murder babies. There's some of us that don't want to eat babies. There's some of us that don't want to get shot just going out and earning an honest living for the day. There's some of us that wants to keep America great. How damn far have we fallen, folks, that we have this kind of mentality and the media wants to play it off like you and I, the working stiffs of the country, are the bad guys. You and I, the Christians of the country, are the bad guys. You and I, the gun owners of the country, are the bad guys. I'll once again quote the same thing that everybody else quotes of the Bible, that says that in end times good will be called evil and evil will be called good. And I am not a naysayer or one of these hollering that the end of the world is here, but damn, didn't the Bible call that one right? It's plumb ridiculous. Unfortunately, yesterday I did not get to watch the rebuttals from the president's campaign rally. I got to watch the rally the other night and I liked it. I liked it. Even if he did cuss, he used bad language a couple of times. Oh, my ears, not. But like I said, I ain't got to see what the media had to say about it. But I bet you they tore him up about saying bad words. How could he use bad words? You know, it's so easy to say eat babies and not use bad words. It's so easy to say that lawfully employed citizen should have allowed himself to get shot so that poor criminal could have lived. You know, the other night, the president did tear a few people up. Old Biden and his son, Nancy Poo Poo, that Muslim girl senator, whatever her name is, whatever her name is, and people trash me for not being able to pronounce her name. No, my tongue don't twist that damn way. He tore some people up, and rightfully so. Damn all this political correctness. Damn all this that you're supposed to treat the Democrats so nicely, but they can trash you. Damn this nonsense that they can be trying to do all these witch hunts and do all these damn impeachments and everything else, but you're not supposed to say nothing mean about them. They can lie about you. They can spend billions of American taxpayer dollars trying to frame you, but you can't say nothing about the illegal stuff they're doing. That's why President Trump got elected. It ain't because he's such a nice, sweet, innocent guy that all the neo-Nazis and the white supremacists and all the racists and the haters, all of us are just flocking around him. No, those are labels that the Democrats have put on good American people that only want to earn a living and get on about the American dream. We should not have to be trying to make a living and worry about them picking our pockets. It's nonsense. And it's time it came to a stop. That fella I was talking to you about the other day that made his comments on that post I did, on that video I did, he was trying to rebuttal some of my comments, questions that I'd asked him, and telling me how it took Obama his whole election time to put Obamacare into action, and he did it the right way by changing laws and blah, blah. No, he didn't. He had his phone and his ink pen, and he was damn proud to use them. And it didn't take him 8 years to do it. He did it inside of a year. It just took 8 years for it to go through the system to get fully implemented, which it didn't get implemented until his ass was leaving, when it really started kicking in. So him and the other Democrats didn't have to take a kick in the shorts. I'm not stupid, neither is the rest of the nation. And just like the president said the other night, the Democrats and the media are like this. They're working hand in hand trying to pull the working class. And your socialism bullshit works great until you run out of other people's money. When that socialism starts getting into the people's pockets that wanted it, then it ain't so much fun. And all you kids that are barely of voting age that thinks that this is great, I can live in mama's basement and I get half of everything the working people did and earned, and I don't have to do a damn thing but sit here and play on my video games. It's going to get in your pocket. Because sooner or later, mom and daddy's going to say, enough's enough, get your lazy ass out of here. You know, one of the first things that started making me like Trump was me and him's got one thing in common. No sugar added. We got two things in common. You come at me and I'm going to give it right back to you. And I'm going to make an attempt to give it to you a little bit worse than you gave it to me. Can't help it. That's the American way. We have a right to defend ourselves. The First Amendment, freedom of speech, is not that one party has a right to have their say-so and the other party has to shut up and take it. It don't work that way. If you don't like the rebuttal that people are giving you, whether it's me or the president or the guy down the block, then watch your damn mouth. Think about what you say before you say it. Before you attack somebody, stop and look around. See if you're living in a glass house. Because there's some of us that ain't afraid to throw a rock back at you. And I'm one of them. Thank you very much. Our president is too. That's why he got elected. What is so hard to figure out that the average American that goes to work every day and tries to earn a living and do what's right by adults as an adult, we got tired of all this getting kicked in the nuts. We got tired of all this nonsense. The other side can badmouth us, talk all this stupid smack, put labels on us, tell us how wrong we are for calling them out on their stupidity. And he happens to be one that ain't afraid to throw back at you. Good on you, Mr. Trump. I liked his speech the other night. He went off script. I bet his people got mad at him. Said, but Mr. President, you hurt somebody's feelings. Good. You said something that wasn't politically correct. Good. The media's going to tear you up. What the hell? They was going to tear you up anyway. You know, just like my morning sinuses, I can count on it every morning. The president can count on the media tearing him up regardless what he says or does. It don't matter. They don't like him. They don't like him since he decided to run for president. Before that, they sure liked him, didn't they? When he was this billionaire and TV host or all this nonsense, they liked him fine. As soon as he threw his hat in the ring, he became a bad guy. Imagine that. Yeah, I had another individual comment on one of my posts the other day that he was informing me that he was glad to see that I had my eyes partially open. Really. I appreciate it. But he told me that it goes far deeper than what I know. Well, first off, folks, I don't put everything I know and think online. So y'all really don't know what I know. And it's an insult to my intelligence that you think that you know what I know. That you think you know what I think. Just because I haven't put it out here doesn't mean I don't know or I don't think. I don't think that I'm a dumbass. I really don't. I think I have a half a clue what's going on in the world and in our country. I'm not a preacher, but I think I know what the good Lord wants for me. I'm not a politician or political expert, but I think I've got a half a clue what's going on in our country. But I don't just open up myself and put everything I think and know online. So you don't know what I know or think. And I understand that there are those that have their concerns about the government and the plots and the ploys of the world and the one world order and understand. Some of it I agree with. Some of it I'm questionable about. But don't tell me that me telling people to vote ain't going to fix the problem. Don't tell the people that them vote ain't going to fix the problem. Because that's our first step to try to fix stuff. If you just sit back and say, well, damn it, the deep government stuff is really happening. There ain't nothing I can do. I'll just go to work today. That damn sure ain't going to fix the problem, now is it? Your first step is to vote. Register and vote. That is your first step to correcting our issues. The second step is to vote the right way. And that ain't voting for the ones that's telling you to eat your dead babies that you just murdered. But don't have your gun while you're eating your babies. Can you tell I didn't like that eating the babies part? Something else that each and every one of us needs to do, which I've already done, is you need to sign the petition for the Convention of the States. You can go online and find it. I did, and I'm not even a computer person. I ain't even an internet person. Will the Convention of the States fix everything? No. Just like voting ain't going to fix everything, but it's a start. You're doing something. The Convention of the States is real simple. Our forefathers foreseen a lot of stuff. And one of them they seen was a government that gets in there and starts all this power grab, and they're abusing it, and they're starting to use the government against we the people. So they put in the Article 5 or whatever it is, the part for the Convention of the States, so that the states could come together and take back some of the power from the government that they're stealing and abusing. Lord, folks, don't you think we're in a situation now where our government is getting too big? They're stealing and abusing the power? What person with any rational mind cannot see this? The two things that made me want to go ahead and sign up for it was real simple. They want term limits. They want to get rid of these abusers that have been in there 20, 30 plus years. Term limits. I hear so many people holler about term limits. We need term limits. What are you doing to help implement term limits? Have you contacted anybody? Have you signed up with the Convention of the States? Have you done anything? Be honest with yourself. Don't bother to come into the comments and tell me all the stuff you've done. Actually do it and keep your mouth shut about it to me. Just do it. Period. Put a Nike check on it. Done. Just done it. Something else that they are doing, they are putting a check mark beside the little law that was supposed to already be in the Constitution that says that they cannot make laws for you and I that they don't have to obey. Obamacare was just ate up with that shit, and that drove it the nail home with a sledgehammer. They passed this Obamacare for you and I, and they make the insurance so expensive that most of us can't afford it, and then they want to fine us, penalize us, because we can't afford this overpriced bullshit that they just tagged us with. But we don't have to do it. Only you common people do. You peasants have to do it. Us upper echelon, we don't have to. We're above that. And even when we do finally decide to quit stealing from the people and retire off of our stolen money, we still don't have to do it. We make more money than you common folks that can't afford it. We can actually afford it, but we don't have to, and we're not going to. It's wrong. Period. It's wrong. And that's one of the things in the covenant of the states that they're going to be putting in there, or they have put in there that they're going to fight for. What's wrong with that? Convention of the States. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. So yeah, Mr. President, you're doing a damn good job, buddy. But Donald, he said the other night he just wants someone to call him Donald. He said he got friends for 30 plus years, business dealings and whatnot. Lived on first name basis till he became president. And now, due to respect to the office, they call him Mr. President. He's like, please call me Donald. You know, I've met a couple really rich people in my day. Worked for them. And that's how they work. Down to earth, didn't flaunt their money to speak of. And they just wanted people to talk to them like people. Ain't that amazing? Don't treat me special because I got money. Just talk to me like I'm a guy. I have to sit down to take a crap and I wipe my butt just like the rest of the world does. So just talk to me like regular people. And honestly, that's how the president comes across to me anymore. He's up there fighting for you and I. Because of our grandchildren, he is putting up a hell of a fight. And he has all kinds of folks fighting against him on both sides of the line. He has the people supposed to be in his party, Mitch, knock it off. And that's not my Canadian Mitch either. That's another sore loser that did not do good in the battle for presidency that is now putting together a little team of rhinos that are fighting against the president. We see you, and hopefully those that vote for you are watching you and going to not vote for you. Quit being a sore loser. If you want to be on the team that says everybody gets a participation trophy, then go ahead and take the Republican name out from in front of yours and go ahead and put the Democrat tag there where it should be. If you don't want to do that, then get on the team and support the team that you claim to represent. That is why I keep telling you both sides are dirty. We have so many rhinos, it's ridiculous. One of the individuals I was discussing stuff with wanted to start telling me about McCain. And what a great Republican he was. No, he wasn't. He was a damn rhino. Who are you lying to? What a joke. And yes, I know he's dead, and no, it ain't talking ill of the dead because he's dead. It's calling a rhino a rhino. Well, I don't know how long this has been going on, about a half hour. Have you heard enough of my rant this morning? It's real simple, folks. I don't care what they tell you. The good man, Mr. Donald Trump, our president, has came a long ways in his first, we'll say, 3 years. I know it ain't quite there, but close enough. And it's damn near been a one-sided or one-handed battle because he can't get his team to support him like they're supposed to. We need to help the man out. Period. We need to help the man out. For love of country, for the future of our grandbabies, and the future of our country, you need to step up and help the man out. If you're not registered, please register. If you're not a voter, please vote. If you haven't got on and signed up with a convention of the states, do so. Do something besides sit around and watch YouTubes and post these little silly things on the Facebook. I share mine. I do my share of doing the silly little Facebook stuff, but I'm doing something besides that. That's what I'm asking you to do. Do something besides that. If you sign up on the Convention of the States, they've got a little letter that they'll send out to the people in your district. It'll go to the one that needs to go to. So it's really quite that easy. It don't cost you any money. Of course, at the end, they ask you to donate. But to get signed up and to send that letter out is free. So it ain't going to cost you nothing. And I know people don't like putting out money. Hell, I can't get you to support my channel. I don't expect you to support something like that with money. But you can get signed up for it. And you can do something to help our country for free. Just get her done. With that, I hope to go back here and get a little bit more sleep. Y'all remember, good Lord loves you, and so do I. And actually, so does your president. Y'all have a blessed morning now. Bye.